Right then. All right, so Scrunch and I got together on the phone and I sent her pictures of these mushrooms that I got. Here's the 3 species that I got. Well, actually 4 if you count the Combs tooth species, which I know for a fact is gourmet edible. And I will be making those tonight. She doesn't want to, she's not here. I don't think they'll be any good by the time the weekend rolls around. So right now I'm making a big fat 1 pound hamburger steak in the indoor grill, which reminds me I gotta turn the fan on. Otherwise it's gonna stink in here. I dug out my chanterelles, the golden chanterelles that I picked yesterday. I've got those here as well. We know these for sure are chanterelles. We've eaten them already. They're good. But after much confusion, based on the photographs that I sent, this one is an actual honey mushroom. This one is called a deer mushroom, and it's edible, but the comments are indicating that it doesn't have much for a flavor or a texture, so a lot of people don't, you know, prize those. But this guy right here is not good to eat. And this is the one where I got the big pile of yellows I showed you. And I thought, oh, honey mushrooms, different species of honey mushrooms. Well, that's true. But this is not a honey mushroom. And it would probably give me some gastrointestinal problems. So that whole pile is currently in the garbage. But the pile of honey mushrooms are over here on the dry mat, drying out. And then the chanterelles that I got from the other day, from yesterday, those are drying out. I'm making my 1 pound Western steak. If I can flip it here. Come on. And I'm going to make these tooth fungus. They're in the genre or species of tooth fungus. I'm going to carve these up and saute them in the frying pan and have these with supper. So out of everything that I harvested today, the deer mushrooms, which I might try just to see why everybody thinks they're not tasty, and the honey mushrooms are the only good ones in the bunch. That big pile of yellows is in the garbage. So what I'm doing, what I will do, I'm not going to do it with these. I'm going to make this whole batch because I know for sure I've had these before. But the deer mushrooms and the honey mushrooms, I'm going to make a small batch first and try them and see if I end up with the blatz or charfin, and then I'll know. So yeah, so I'm gonna make some pasta here, that big steak, and we're gonna carve these up. I already got them washed. And they just crumble. There's no substance to these. So frying these is quite a challenge. They just turn into mush, kind of, sort of. But oh, they are so tasty. So I'll just cut them into chunks like this, because I can't get slices off of them. And I'll just throw them in a hot frying pan with butter and a little garlic salt, and we'll make them up. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a, I've got a Simon & Schuster field guide, which has got really good pictures, descriptions. I love it. Scrunchy loves her app. I love my old school field guides. So when you look at this, it's easy to tell because it describes everything. And it even has a picture of a plate with a fork. And like that one says it's edible, but caution. This one's edible. When you get to the good stuff, to the poison stuff, it's red. If it has 2 forks, it's delectable. Yep. So very easy, and the pictures are really good. So what I told Scrunch, I said, why don't we find pictures of the stuff we're finding in the book, then you take a picture of that good quality picture with your app and see if your app backs up what it says in the book. And then we got double confirmation of what we're finding. So I just happened to open the page to those honey mushrooms. It's interesting. I gotta use my old man technique here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna dog ear that page. But that particular mushroom doesn't look like totally like the ones I have, and that's the problem with all of this. That particular one says it's recommended you parboil the mushroom first to neutralize any toxins, and then you can cook it. So I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to make this garlic butter here. Everything's all gummed up from humidity. There we go. Then we'll put our mushrooms in here. Turn you so I can see what I'm doing. You see how it just, all the little hairs and everything just kind of crumble, and you end up with schmutz. So put it on the heat. Check my steak. Oh, smells so good. them coated in that butter. Again, with mushrooms, you don't want to burn them because it changes the flavor profile. They get acrid, sour tasting. I hate this stove. Can't wait to get a gas stove. That's a big job though. I gotta run gas line from the opposite corner of the house through the rafters in the ceiling underneath the stairs and stub it out the wall behind here. Yeah. So I'm going to dehydrate the honeys. I'm going to dehydrate those chanterelles. And I'm going to dehydrate the deer mushrooms. And that way Scrunch can try them out as well. All this identification stuff would be so much easier if she was here with her laptop and her stuff. But we're not gonna cohabitate right away. We're gonna make sure that she doesn't turn out to be clinically insane after all. And down the road, that comes roaring to the surface. So we're gonna stick to the plan and not doing anything crazy for a year or so. These are done. Nice and golden brown. wish you could smell this. So in this particular species of mushroom, there are no toxic lookalikes or anything like that. So it's a safe bet to consume them. With the honey mushrooms, you know, we're finding out there's lookalikes, and you got to be super careful, right? Now, a lot of the mushrooms out there are not deadly. There's only a handful that are deadly, but there's a lot that'll give you gastrointestinal problems. And as we all know, that's not any fun. So. All right, should we try these? Yep. Oh yeah. Very good. Yeah. All right. All right, that's about all I got. So I'm going to sign off for the night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.